today we are going to perform the experiment again on the speed control of three-phase induction motor. Already we have performed one experiment, that was speed control using rotor resistance starter. Now we are going to perform two different experiments. One, speed control of three-phase induction motor using a three-phase auto transformer. So for that the resources required will be a three-phase slip ring induction motor, having a rating of 415 volt, 50 Hz, 1500 RPM and 3.4 ampere current rate. We will require one ammeter for measurement of line current, one frequency meter for the second part of the experiment, then one tachometer for measurement of the speed, and also to control the input voltage. As we are conducting speed control using auto transformer, we will be using one three-phase auto transformer which will be having 3 input terminals and 3 output terminals. So these are the equipments which will be required. So I will show here what are the requirements and then we'll start the connection. So this one is the panel of a three-phase slip ring induction motor. Actual motor is on the back side, which we'll see afterwards, but here on the panel what you see, first thing is the 4 terminals. These are the 4 terminals which are showing the supply connections, R, Y, B and neutral. Then these are the 3 terminals, again you see R, Y and B. These are the input terminals of the stator of three-phase squirrel cage induction motor. Now, as it is a squirrel cage induction motor, we know that it is having 3 slip rings provided on the same shaft, and for these 3 slip rings, again we are having 3 output terminals. For R phase 1 slip ring, for Y phase 1 more, and for B phase 3rd slip ring. So these 3 slip rings, their output terminals will be shown as S dash, S dash and S dash. So this is about the control panel. Here these are the indicators and this is the MCB which we use for make the motor on. To make the motor on, we use this particular switch. We are not going to use the particular terminal. So what we are using, these 4 terminals for supply, these for the stator side and this for the rotor side. Then here, this is the rotor resistance starter. This is a rotor resistance starter. Again, it will be having 3 terminals named as S dash, S dash, S dash. So what is it? This is a resistance bank. 3 variable rheostat. These 3 rheostats will be having 3 variable terminals and they are controlled by one common rotating shaft. So when it is in the off position, that means this particular resistor starter is out of the circuit. When you want to start the motor, you will rotate it and initially it will be kept in the maximum position and then slowly we will be disconnecting it and bring it to the run position. Here we are using it as a starter. So we will not take reading for variation in the resistance, because our experiment is now speed control using the input voltage. So for that we are using this auto transformer. So here you will be having 3 input terminals. You will be having 3 input terminals R, Y and B. These are the input terminals of auto transformer and these are the output terminals of auto transformer. It will be also having a variating knob. Changing position of this knob, we can change the input voltage. So marking here, it is shown from 0% to 100%. It is not 100 volt, it is 100%. We give you the input and we take the output across this particular terminus. What is the use of this auto transformer? Using this auto transformer, we are changing the input voltage. When we make the connections, after that I will tell you what are the precautions which are to be taken while starting this particular experimental setup. So to make the connections, first we will take the connections from the supply mains and we will connect these 3 connections from from supply mains to the auto transformer input. So supply R phase will be connected to auto transformer input R phase. Then supply Y phase will be connected. You can see here it is supply Y phase. This is supply Y phase. You will be connecting the supply Y phase to auto transformer input side Y terminal. And then what is remaining? Supply B phase to auto transformer input side B terminal. Again, to get the safety, we will connect the neutral of the supply with the auto transformer neutral. So what is the connection now? We have made input from the mains available across the auto transformer input terminal, and now we will be getting output voltage from the auto transformer. These three output terminals you have to connect to the stator of the motor. These three output terminals you have to connect to the stator of the motor. So again we have to keep the same thing, that is R phase of the auto transformer output. This is R phase of the auto transformer output. It will be connected to which one? This is your stator. So R phase of the stator. So auto transformer output are connected to stator R. Then Y terminal of the auto transformer, it will be connected to Y terminal of the stator of the three-phase induction motor. So our purpose is to connect the output terminals of auto transformer to the stator. So already now we have connected R phase, Y phase, and now we will connect the B phase. So what we have achieved now, if we do not use the auto transformer, directly input voltage available here will have been connected to the stator. But now that voltage, it is connected to auto transformer, and through auto transformer we are getting a variable voltage connected to the stator. What remains now is we have made this connection. This is the input terminal RYB that we have connected to auto transformer input terminal RYB. Then we have connected three output terminals RYB to the stator. But now one thing is remaining. We have to connect one ammeter here. So I will just connect one ammeter because we have to measure the current. So R phase will connect using an ammeter. R phase will connect using an ammeter. So supply auto transformer output will be connected to ammeter common terminal. Output will be connected to ammeter common terminal. So in order to measure the current through one of the lines, that is the R phase, we have connected the transformer output terminal. We have connected the transformer output terminal R phase to ammeter common. So you will see here R phase to ammeter common, and then range of the range terminal, that is 5 ampere range I am going to select. So this 5 ampere range terminal, it will be connected to R phase, so that this ammeter will measure the current taken by the motor in R phase. Actually it is a balanced system, so same current will be flowing for Y phase and B phase. So we do not connect separate ammeters for R phase, Y phase and B phase. What is remaining? One more meter we have shown here, that is a voltmeter, but we are not going to connect it. Instead of that we will be using a multimeter. So that is about the stator side connection. 3 supply terminals connected to auto transformer input terminals. Auto transformer output terminals connected to the stator of the motor through one ammeter. Now on the rotor side, these are the three rotor terminals which are connected to three slip rings, and then three slip rings output terminals, they are made available on the panel. So these three terminals and now this is your resistance starter. It will be having also three terminals. They are also marked as S dash, S dash, S dash. So these three terminals of the starter will be connected with these three terminals in same sequence. So first R phase slip ring S dash will be connected to S dash of the R phase of the rotor resistance starter. We are using the sequence such that from left to side it is R phase, Y phase and B phase. So 3 S dash terminals on the motor panel will be connected to 3 S dash terminal on the starter side. So as I have explained previously, when you are going to start this motor, initially you have to start the motor. Before starting the motor, you have to adjust the auto transformer input voltage near about 75% of the rated voltage. So it will be near around about 300 volts. So we will adjust the voltage near about 300 volts, and then making use of the rotor resistance starter, we will start the motor. Then we will note down the reading for the 75% voltage, and then we are going to increase the voltage at 80%, 85% and so on. So you see the observation table. So in the observation table, what you have to note down, supply voltage of the stator, and we have to measure the speed. Supply voltage of the stator and we have to measure the speed. So to start with the experiment, first we will make this particular switch on. Now this voltage has been 415 volts. So our transformer input is near about, I can just check the voltage, and it is line voltage. I am going to indicate using the range of multimeter as voltage AC. That too, two ranges are available on the multimeter for AC voltage, 200 and 600, but 200 will not be sufficient because we are using voltage between R and Y, that is the line voltage. It is about 400 volts, so we will make use of the range 600 volts. And now we will increase the auto transformer output voltage by rotating the. So you will go on increasing the voltage till the time it comes to be about 300 volts. Okay, so we adjusted the input voltage as 300 volts, and now we are going to start the motor. We are going to increase the voltage starting from 300, and we will increase it in different steps. So we will just check this voltage. How much is the voltage? Voltage is near about 303 volt. We adjusted it now to 301. We will now start the motor. We start the motor. You can go on increasing the changing the position. Slowly motor will accelerate and it will be adjusted to run position. Now the starter will be kept in the run position, that is the last position. So resistance is initially inserted and slowly it is made off, and in the running position this resistance is totally out of the circuit. Readings are very simple. We have to measure the voltage and the speed. So we are going to take the reading for different values of voltages. First voltage we adjusted as 300 volts. Now we note down the speed. We note down the step. speed we observe. It is here about 1459. 1459 unit of the speed is RPM, that is revolution per minute. So now we will increase to 125. We will increase the voltage to a value 225 by changing the knob on the auto transformer. So voltage is 325. So we have written the value of the voltage here. Now we write on the speed. So speed is 1464. 1464 RPM. Naturally, as the voltage increases, speed is increasing. So again, adjust the voltage to 350 volts. Adjust the voltage to 350 volts. It is near about 350. 350 volts. How much is the speed? Speed is 1469. Speed 469 RPM. So I am going to write it here. 1469 RPM. 1469 RPM. Next voltage is 375. Next voltage is 375. So it is 375. 375. So let us see what is the speed. 1473. 1473 RPM. 400. So we make the voltage adjustment at 415. Okay. 415. This is 450. Last reading. One, 4, 7, 8. Input voltage is 415 volts and your speed is 1478 RPM. So you will see increase in the voltage, simultaneous increase in the speed, and you have to increase the voltage in steps and plot the graph with voltage on x-axis and speed on y-axis. For our part 1, that is speed control of 3-phase induction motor using a transformer. Now we will make the machine off. So for that we will make the supply voltage 0 and then put off the switch. Resistance is slowly disconnected. Then potentiometer from the auto transformer, it is also moved to 0 position. So motor will shut down and then you put off the main supply. So that completes your part 1. That completes your part 1 of this experiment. Now in the second part we will be using speed control with a variable frequency drive. So we will observe it in the second part.